Cars Storybook Collection. Team Red. One afternoon, Sheriff called all the cars in Radiator Springs together for an important meeting. "We've had lots of extra cars in town lately," he said. "Red here needs some help making sure everyone stays safe. Fires are dangerous." "Can I volunteer?" asked Lightning McQueen. The race car was eager to help. Soon, other cars offered to pitch in. Sarge told the cars they would have to try out for the job. "Okay, everybody," he said. "Let's see what you can do." Sarge led the cars who wanted to volunteer over to a brass bell. "The first step to fire safety is sounding the alarm," he said. "When you hear the bell, you should gather at the firehouse to get your instructions." Red, the shy fire engine, nodded firmly. He was glad Sarge was helping him train the volunteers. Fillmore offered to go first. "I can ring the bell," he said. He drove very slowly up to the stand. "That won't work," Sarge yelled. "This is an emergency. The bell ringer has to move like lightning," finished the race car. He zoomed over to the bell, but he couldn't slow down in time. He knocked into the stand with his back wheel. Bring! The bell clanged as it flew off the stand. "I'll tell Sheriff we need a new bell," Doc Hudson said to Sarge. For the next drill, Red and Sarge asked Luigi and Guido to raise a ladder up to the roof of the firehouse. "Guido will do that," Luigi said. The little forklift zipped over to the ladder. He picked it up and started to raise it toward the firehouse. "Up, up, up she goes," Luigi crowed. The ladder was heavy, and it was much too big for the forklift to handle. Guido struggled to keep his grip on it. Suddenly, it slipped. "And down, down, down as she comes," Luigi cried. The ladder fell toward Sarge. He zoomed out of the way just in time. "That was close." For the final test, Red wanted to see the cars work a fire hydrant and hose. Ramon took charge of the fire hydrant. Mater offered to untangle the hose. The hot rod quickly got the cover off the hydrant. Water gushed out and showered Sarge. "No, no, no!" Sarge yelled. "You're not supposed to turn on the water until the hose is hooked up." Ramon and Lightning looked at Mater. Instead of untangling the hose, Mater had gotten himself tangled in it. Oh, Mater. Red chose all the cars who tried to be part of his team. He knew they still had a lot to learn about fire safety, but he was willing to teach them. The volunteers practiced and practiced. Mater still had a little trouble with the hose. One time he left a knot in the middle, which meant the water couldn't get through. And sometimes Lightning still zoomed past the bell. But they worked hard, and Red was sure they would be ready when it was time to fight their first real fire. Good luck, guys. One afternoon, Red's team got a big surprise. They had been chosen to lead the annual Radiator Springs Day Parade. Ramon offered to give them new paint jobs. Red got a fresh coat of red paint. He knew it would shine in the sunlight. Lightning decided to change his look completely. He asked Ramon to paint him bright yellow. Then Ramon painted a red fire team logo on his side. Luigi asked for the same logo. "Look at me!" he exclaimed. "Just like a real race car." He was so excited he offered the whole team new tires. Guido put on Lightning's new tires in 2.5 seconds flat. He was the fastest tire changer around. "Now we are ready for the parade," Luigi said. The next morning, Red was on Main Street waiting for the rest of his team. Suddenly, the fire engine saw a cloud of smoke. He raced to the firehouse to ring the bell. Lightning McQueen was the first to arrive. "Red, what's going on?" he asked. "Fire," Red said. Lightning looked down Main Street at the smoke. "Let's go," he said. Red and Lightning picked up the other volunteers along the way. Luigi, Guido, and Ramon were ready to fight their first fire. "Hey," Lightning said, "where's Mater?" The other cars looked at each other. No one had seen the tow truck that morning. "Maybe he's waiting for us," Luigi said. "That must be it," Lightning agreed. The cars drove at top speed toward the cloud of smoke. When they got close enough, Guido and Luigi helped Lightning set up the hose. Then Lightning turned on the water. Guido and Red surrounded the fire, spraying water on it from both sides. The smoke cleared, and they saw Mater. Lightning gasped. "What are you doing here?" Mater spit the water out. "I saw some smoke, so I came out here to see what the trouble was," he said. "But the fire got out of control before I could call for help, and I couldn't see through the smoke." Ramon turned off the fire hydrant. "You should never go near a fire on your own. It's too dangerous. That's why we have a fire department." "That's right," Lightning agreed. He turned to Red and the rest of the volunteers. "We did it, guys! We put out our first fire!" Just then, Lizzie came driving down the street, a trail of confetti behind her.
"Here you are," she said. "Happy Radiator Springs Day, everyone."
Red and his team got into position. They were ready to lead the parade. Red and his team drove down Main Street as music played and the other cars cheered. "Good job, Team Red!" Sarge called out as the volunteer firefighters drove by. The team smiled. All of their hard work had paid off. They hoped they wouldn't have to fight many more fires. But now they knew that if an alarm sounded, they would be ready. What would you do if you were part of a fire department, or at least a volunteer firefighter? Let me know in the comments below. See you later. Bye.